So welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily News in Shorts. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs in a very short span of time within 30 minutes. Now, just watching this lecture in 30 minutes would be job half done, because just after watching this lecture, you need to revise it as well. Why? Well, revision helps in consolidating these current affairs in your memory. Otherwise, you'll quickly forget them. Now, you can revise these current affairs from the notes provided by us, and these notes shall be shared on our Telegram platform. The link to our Telegram channel is provided in the comment section just below this video. Okay then, let's begin today's discussion. But first, let's take a look at the list of topics that we shall cover today. So today is going to be a short lecture, okay? Because we are only going to cover these three topics. Today's newspaper was not that heavy. Only these three topics were of significance. Therefore, we will focus our attention only on these three topics and ignore the rest of the news because that is not important for us. Okay. Now, number one on this list is Siamese fireback in India. Now, Siamese fireback is basically a type of bird which is the national bird of Thailand. Well, this bird is found in Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. Recently, this bird was seen in Uttarakhand. So that's a big discovery or a big thing. Okay. So we'll talk about this bird. Then, as you all know, that United Nations Oceans Conference is going on in France, right? In this ocean conference, well, France and Brazil have launched Blue NDC Challenge. So what is this Blue NDC Challenge? We'll talk about this. And recently, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare has launched Cropic initiative, okay? Now, what is this Cropic initiative and how will it really help in better implementation of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, crop insurance scheme of government. Okay, we'll talk about this. So these are the three topics that we shall zero in our attention on. Let's start discussing them one by one, starting with topic number one, that is Siamese fireback in India. So in a remarkable discovery, the Siamese fireback, Thailand's national bird, remember this part, okay, has been spotted for the first time in forest area of Rani Khet, a popular tourist destination in Almora district of Uttarakhand. So Almora district of Uttarakhand is famous for tourism, okay, and this place Rani Khet is famous for that. It has deep forests. Now, Siamese fireback has been spotted over here. Now, the thing about Siamese fireback is that it's a national bird of Thailand. That's definitely true. But it is mostly found in tropical forests, okay, tropical dense forests of Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and all these other places. So its discovery in Himalayan forests is a big discovery, okay? That means that this particular bird is capable of expanding its range and adapting to different habitats, okay? That's a big discovery up for biodiversity enthusiasts. Now, the significance of this discovery is the presence of this exotic bird in the mountainous region is a significant indicator of the area's robust biodiversity and environmental balance. So if this area can host species from other habitats, that means that this particular Himalayan region has good biodiversity, okay, has good ecosystem. It has a very good ecosystem balance, okay. That is good news. That's basically an indicator for the ecosystem health of Himalayan forests, especially in the Uttarakhand region, okay, highlighting the quality of local wildlife and natural habitats. Now, that's all in the news. But what you need to focus on is about this Siamese fireback. Okay. So what is this bird all about? So Siamese fireback, also known as Dyard's fireback, is a fairly large, so its size is quite large, approximately 80 centimeter long pheasant. And it's a beautiful pheasant, very colorful pheasant, as you can see over here. That is why it is the national bird of Thailand. Okay. It's very beautiful. Now its habitat, as I mentioned before, Siamese fireback is commonly found in dense, humid, tropical forests of Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam. But its recent sighting in Himalayan forests indicates its range flexibility and habitat resilience. Now, one more thing you need to know about this bird is that what is its IUCN status? So, its IUCN status, which is generally critically endangered, vulnerable, okay. For this bird, it's least concern, which means its population numbers are all right. Okay, but that doesn't mean that we should stop looking out for this bird, because the way habitat is changing, the way deforestation is happening, soon this bird might enter the category of vulnerable, endangered, critically endangered. Okay, so we should keep an eye out. All right. Now, some of the key features of this bird, well, this bird is an omnivorous. Omnivorous means, well, veg, non-veg both. Okay. Then it's shy and elusive, more often heard than seen. Okay, prefers forest solitude. That means it doesn't like human company basically. That's why it's very difficult to photograph this bird. Then its breeding season is from March to June, with males performing spectacular courtship dances to attract females, and that's why it's famous. Nesting, females lay 4 to 6 eggs in ground nests, well hidden in dense undergrowth. This is not important. Okay, all right. That's about it. That's all as far as this first topic is concerned. Now let's quickly shift to topic number 2, which is Blue NDC Challenge. Okay. Now look, the thing is, there is this conference that is called United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Okay. This United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change was signed in 1992 or was launched in 1992. Now, every year since 1992, okay, different members or the parties who have signed this convention, they meet every year, and that meeting is known as Conference of Parties. Okay. Now, one such conference of parties happened in 2015 in Paris, France. Okay. Now in Paris, all the members of UNFCCC basically said that all of us would aim to reduce global warming or would stop rise in global temperatures to 2 degrees Celsius. Okay. It is believed that if nothing is done about climate change, global temperatures would rise by 2 degrees Celsius by 2100. Okay. So all these countries decided to work towards, well, stopping the climate from warming to 2 degrees more. Okay. And if everything goes well, and if this is possible, then the country said that we will become even more ambitious and we would stop this rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius as well. Okay. So we would stop the rise in global temperatures by 1.5 degrees Celsius. This is max aim. This is minimum aim. Okay. So this much needs to be done, 2 degrees Celsius, but 1.5 degrees Celsius would be more ambitious. Nonetheless, well, all these countries basically said, so basically all different countries of UNFCCC in this conference of parties in Paris, they gave a list of the activities that they would do to stop climate change. Okay, that list was known as Nationally Determined Contributions, NDCs. So for example, India said that it would basically reduce its greenhouse gases by this much, increase forest cover by this much. Okay, so all these pledges were made. These pledges were called nationally determined contributions. Every country gave those pledges voluntarily. Then a list was created of all the countries, and every country signed on it that whatever targets we have given, we will follow them. This was known as Paris Agreement. And every 5 years, we will renew our NDCs. That was also said. Clear? Now, this was Paris Agreement. Now, currently, 2025 UN Ocean Conference is also happening in Paris. And in this Ocean Conference, Brazil and France have said that all these countries who have basically given their NDCs, okay, now they should include, well, basically, ocean-focused climate measures into their NDCs. Because earlier NDCs focused on greenhouse gases, pollution and all that. Now, all the strategies to restore ocean health should also be part of your NDCs. Okay. So from, like I said, these NDCs would be renewed every 5 years. So the next 5 years, your NDCs should include actions to restore our ocean health as well. Because climate change or ocean health is also important for preventing climate change. Okay. So we need to focus on oceans as well, and ocean related targets should be included in NDCs. This thing is known as Blue NDC Challenge. So within NDCs include blue component, and blue component is ocean focused climate measures. Okay. So in your next NDCs that you will present in 30th Conference of Parties, that is to happen in Brazil, your next NDCs would include ocean related targets as well. This is what Blue NDC Challenge is. Okay. So about NDCs, what are NDCs? Like I mentioned before, NDCs are national climate plans that outline a country's effort to reduce emissions and adapt to climate change. This was part of Paris Agreement. The Paris Agreement was adopted by 195 countries, parties to COP21 in 2015. It is called Conference of Parties 21. Remember Conference of Parties? Every year under UNFCCC, countries would meet. Okay, that is COP. Now, the purpose is very simple. The purpose of NDCs to hold the increase in the global average temperature to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Pre-industrial levels means that the global temperatures that were present before industrial revolution of 19th century. Okay, temperatures should not rise to 2 degrees Celsius above that pre-industrial revolution temperatures. And if everything goes well, we can even limit it to 1.5 degrees Celsius. For that purpose, NDCs are launched. Okay. Now, blue NDC challenge says that include oceans also in these NDCs. Okay. So, what are the key features of blue NDC challenge? Ocean integration, countries to include marine ecosystems, mangroves, coastal zones in climate action plans. Sustainable blue economy, advocates for climate resilient fisheries, ocean renewable energy, carbon smart aquaculture, phasing out offshore fossil fuels. So you extract petroleum, natural gas from waters, oceans also. Well, you need to basically stop all of that. Gradual elimination of offshore oil and gas exploration. Offshore oil and gas exploration means not on land, on oceans. Okay. Restoration and conservation. So restore coastal ecosystems, global partnership and all that. Clear? That's all. And now let's move on to our last topic. Like I said, it is going to be a short and crisp lecture. Okay. So the third topic is what is Cropic? So the full form of Cropic is collection of real-time observation and photo of crops. Now what is this thing? You see, government has a crop insurance scheme. Now what do you mean by crop insurance? Well, farmers basically grow crops, but due to external circumstances, sometimes there is a crop failure. Now farmers lose a lot of money because of that, so they insure their crops so that in case there is a damage, they get compensation. That's what insurance is, right? Now government runs a crop insurance scheme called Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Okay, so whenever there is a crop loss due to external factors like weather-based problems or natural disasters, there is compensation to farmers. Okay, now whenever there is a crop loss, farmers file claims to the insurance companies. Okay, that our crop, we have lost our crops, so give us compensation. Then those claims are basically assessed. Okay, and based on the assessment, well, money is given to the farmers. Now this assessment takes a lot of time because in this assessment, the revenue officials of the government, well, do a survey. Okay, they check the extent of damage. Okay, they check everything. They check the extent of damage. They check the impact of natural disasters. All these things are looked at. Then their compensation is assessed, and based on their damage or based on the damage their crops faced, well, money is doled out. All right. Now this assessment takes a lot of time. This assessment is a little difficult. Now to make this assessment automatic, real time, quicker, okay, government has launched this app called Cropic app. So under this Cropic app, well, farmers in all the fields of India would click pictures, okay, of their fields. Then those pictures would be uploaded on Cropic app. Then this Cropic app will use AI based tools, okay, to assess the damage to these crops. Okay, to assess the damage. They will also use satellite imagery to assess the extent of natural disaster. All these things would be done using AI. Now, because AI would be used, well, the assessment would be more efficient. Okay, it will be more efficient, of course. Claims would be more transparent, efficient, better, and would also be quicker. So the farmers get their compensation quickly. Okay, this is what this Cropic app is, or this Cropic initiative is. Clear? So again, look, the thing is that in your UPSC syllabus, when it comes to GS3, there is this line, okay, and this line says role of technology in agriculture. So the role of technology in agriculture, this is part of your syllabus in GS3. Now, you can use this Cropic while writing answers, plus questions in prelims can also be asked. Okay. So since role of technology in agriculture is a part of your syllabus, it is important for us to understand each and every technological solution offered by the government. So Cropic is one of them. Okay. So more information on Cropic. So how will it work? Field photographs of crops will be taken during the crop season using a mobile application. This mobile application will be developed by Ministry of Agriculture. The mobile application, after collecting all these photographs, will use an AI-based cloud platform for photo analysis, information extraction, and a web-based dashboard for visualization to show what are the results of this study. Cropic will gather data on crop type, crop stage, crop damage, and the extent of damage. Okay, the photographs will be from the field will be crowdsourced directly from farmers. So farmers will click the photographs, upload it on this app, and then AI will take over. All right. Now, more information on Cropic. So what is the purpose of Cropic? It will assist in creating a rich directory of crop signatures and will also lead to automation of loss assessment, which is very important for insurance. Okay. And compensation to eligible farmers under PMFBY. What is the coverage? So Cropic will be rolled out initially in 50 districts per season and only for 3 crops. 3 registered crops which are registered under PMFBY. Only for these 50 districts, and based on the results in these 50 districts, well, the coverage would be expanded. The funding of this project would be done by Fund for Innovation and Technology under PMFBY, and it will fund around 825 crores. Okay, that's quite a lot for one app, but that is the case. Okay. And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'm sure it has added value to your preparation. But I say this every time. It will add more value if you're consistent and regular with this lecture series. And you do not forget to revise this lecture from the notes on our Telegram channel. So in the hope that you will revise this lecture and you will be consistent and regular, I'm going to sign off with the promise of seeing you again with another set of news items. Thank you, everyone.